Now you see this, right? This is Elmira Township board members. There's so many cities in America, right? Especially like Michigan, that's like well docketed, well accounted for, well supervised. Um, it's just doing better, It's just doing better, and this is how Elmira looks, right? You see, they got the fresh lake, they got the fresh back roads, they got the fresh, the fresh little houses, the little cement, you know, fresh forestry, fresh forestry. Now, this is the type of place that you would want to raise a child in. See, they got the fire engines. This is the type of place you would want to raise a child in. Now, black people, for some reason, right, is we live in these communities, right? That look like this, right? Say you got a husband and you got a wife, right? Y'all expecting kids. So by the time the kid reaches 5 years old, you all want to have money saved up so you all can move to a place like Elmira. They're not thinking about how can we work together in order to form that type of environment where we can go back and forth. They're thinking about divorcing. This is Elmira's. This is their front office. This is their board members. Okay, this is their board members. You can contact these people. They got numbers, they got emails. You can contact them. Now, this is Detroit City Council. You can see it's so much corruption in Detroit, right? How is it that you have a budget that's for the city and you can't get anything done as far as like knocking these big buildings down, um, re remodeling these homes so you can get families in there. Not that anyone would want to live in this place, but I would suggest that people think about moving to Elmira. Like, this is just a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. You got winters in Michigan, you know what I mean? So you ain't got to worry about having to work all hard and stuff like that. You can relax in the winters. You got the maple leaves. But this right here. This is what I'm saying. This right here is Detroit City Council. Very corrupt. Very corrupt. He got here because it was his name Coleman A. Young. He got here because his father was, I think, the mayor of the city at one point in time. All the other people we don't know really much about. Um, she's a new council member. He's a new council member. All these people are repeats. They're repeats. He was on a hot seat. This guy right here, Scott Benson, he was on a hot seat for a minute for misadministrating. He was on a hot seat for a hot second for misadministrating. Um, but if you look at the city of Detroit, right? If you look at the city of Detroit, it really didn't. The city of Detroit, right? It really didn't. And see, this is a before and after picture of this particular street, right? They couldn't keep people in these houses because of the mortgage crisis. You know, they couldn't keep people in the houses. You know what I mean? But if you look at this, if you look at Detroit, and you say, what happened? You know what I mean? Like, what really happened? Um, I can tell you now, it's not what happened with this place right here. It's not what happened. They're maintaining this township with the experience that they have. They're doing this. They're helping. They're bringing this township to the front. With the resources that they have, making it one of the best townships in the state of Michigan. Right. I'm not even sure where it ranks. It's probably not even the best township. It's probably like at the bottom 99 or somewhere. And this is just a township that I just searched. But when you look at Detroit, for example, you say you got a budget year after year and you can't maintain keeping a house occupied. You can't give incentives. You can't knock down the houses, or they may stay up. You don't know what to do with that. Like, look at this. A house fire. Rubber tires on the ground, broken television set, a lot of trash right here. Then you got this, right? You got a building with graffiti on it, looking at their towers downtown. This is the place where you want to raise children at, right here. Elmira Township. You see, they selling lots. You got a lot right here. You got a lot right there. You got lots right here. It's just flat. It's just flat open land. It's just flat open land. You know what I mean? You can grab like 20 people and be like, let's put our money together. Everybody got pensions. Like, we going to Elmira Township. We're gonna build a tiny house community. Something like that is doable. Something like that is doable. This is. Let me see. Yeah, this is okay. I'm not even sure if this is even this. This may be a different city. I don't know, because it's spelled different. Let me see. Well, let me close out of that. Let me go back here. But you can see, right? These people can't keep up with what they're doing over here. They can't keep up with what they're doing over here. This is actually how it's supposed to look, right? This is actually how the whole of Detroit is supposed to look, right? You got this right there. This is supposed to be in that background. All one of them is supposed to have a budget for a park, a clean area where kids can go out and play from morning to sunset. You know what I mean? She pulled, she pulled a thing where there was like somebody in the black community was talking about her race, and she filed a grievance or something like that against the city for racism or something. So this is another thing that they're trying to do, right? Listen, I have no problem with Hispanics and nothing like that. I know we have a history, being that my background is Peru. I have no problem with the people of, Central America or South America, right? Have no problem with them, even though we've accepted English titles. Have no problem with that. You know, but this is what I mean. This is what we're dealing with, man. You would think that with all that's going on in the city, like people can't get jobs or anything like that, you would think these people would be the first people going. But they're still in these seats. You know what I mean? Like, how can you maintain how can you maintain residency if you don't have a job? You can't maintain residency if you're on a fixed income. It's not going to work. And even if you're going to say, okay, we want you all to keep these homes and we're going to try to stop it from going into blight, you know, we're going to try to do this for you. We're going to try to do that for you. Like, just give the people reparations, just give them reparations. Because to look at this stuff every day, this stuff it mentally tears you down. It mentally tears you down. Like when you have to look at stuff like, these abandoned houses and stuff like that. And most of the people can't even walk on the sidewalks. I never see people walking on neighborhood sidewalks. They only walk on main street sidewalks. And even then, you rarely see people walking on sidewalks. Everybody drives a car. Everybody drives a car. You know? You see that? You see? This is a hazard. They not dealing with any of this in this township, bro. Like abandoned house, they're not dealing with any of that. They're not dealing with any of that. And that's what I'm saying. Like black people in a perfect position to take advantage of all of this that's been done. They're in a perfect position because it's their estate. It's their estate. They're in a perfect position. You know, they got storefronts. The only thing you'll probably have to deal with is the racism that probably because like you can't be just one black person going to these counties. You gotta go up there with like 20 people, man. Like you gotta be willing to work. You can't just sit on your hind part. You gotta be willing to work. You know. See, they got a planning commission. You know, everything's documented. And look, even when you look at this website, right? The JavaScript for this website is well put together. You look at the JavaScript for this website, it's like the words be rolling over sometimes. You know what I mean? Like all the links don't be there and stuff like that. Like it looks very combusted. Like you don't know what's going on this page. It looks very confusing. You know, like you look at this page, it looks very confusing. Like for even me to find that page I was just on when I was showing the city council it's like it's very hard to even find that at times. Like you got to scroll all the way down the page to see if they there and stuff like that. Like so, I don't really like the set of this page. To this on this page, it's like it's very to the point. It's very simple. You know, the thing that they pronounce the most on this website is contact information. If you were to email one of these people, they probably will respond back more quicker than the people on this page. They probably will respond back. I've contacted people in the city of Detroit, and they never contact me back. But you contact the people on these township sites, they respond back. They respond back. So that's all I really wanted to talk about, though. Like that's all I really want to talk about. take you like 20 black people out here, bro. All y'all been to the military. Y'all got y'all pensions and stuff like that. Y'all can put y'all money together and work for real. Y'all can get something right back here. Get some houses, get some little tiny houses back here somewhere. On the real. I'm telling you, on the real. Like you just like look at this, bro. Like this is good land. This is good land. Like that's the thing, man. Like it's no way you're supposed to get out the military and you be a homeless veteran. There's no way that's supposed to happen. Like this goes for all veterans, right? Like why don't we have a veteran community outside? Like that's a veteran community that's like why is there not a veteran community like that strictly for veterans? Like everybody that goes in and out the community, even the city board, like everybody is a veteran. Like why is there not a township like that? Like seriously. So this is another township in Michigan. I don't really like all the houses. Like I don't really. This is what they try to do. Like they try to sell you on houses. Like oh, the house is big. It has up to date uh, equipment and it has up to date um, features. You know what I mean? Like up to date windows, up to date building structure. They try to sell you on how big the house is and stuff like that. Like I don't care about the houses. Like the less houses, the better. The less houses, the better. You know, I'm not really a fan of these type of houses. They got these type of houses in Mississippi. I'm not really a fan of these type of houses. These little short houses. They got them in Nebraska too. I'm not a fan of these type of houses. I like African houses because they're eco-friendly, right? And they're easy to build. They show you how to build them. You know, you will probably need to ask a zone inspector in one of these cities in America if you can build something like that's eco-friendly, and they'll probably ticket you if you built something like that on your own land. That's why I just don't jump out and start doing stuff. You know, like it was a guy in Detroit. He bought some lots and he was doing things with them. And the city kept messing with him because he was building his own little mini mansion. You know what I mean? Like I'm straight off that, man. I bought two plots of land and I just left them alone. You know, and I still got to worry about people coming by on my lots, dropping trash and stuff like that. Cause people they drop trash on your land. Like somebody dropped a blue can under my bush tree, under my fruit tree. You know what I mean? Like people just, they have no respect, man. They have no respect. But like really, they need to tear all these houses down, like in the city. They need to just redo the city of Detroit. Like it'll be a perfect place to like just redo, cause it's right on the lake. It's right on Canada. Like this is prime real estate. Like all they got to do is just knock all the houses down. You know, put a citation for anybody who got um undomesticated animals. You know what I mean, like pit bulls and stuff like that. Get them out the city. You know, and just redo the city. Just redo the city. See, this is another city. They got a memorial park. See, this is a nice little community right here. This is how you raise a family over here, man. You raise a family over there. But you do not raise a family in this place. Do not do it. Do not do it. Like if you raise a child here to their 18, like you gotta make sure they go to the military right away. Like get out the city while you a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Like make them experience other things. Cause once you get two children, like you gotta get a car. You know what I mean? And like your wife or something, like she has to have a pension. Cause like both of y'all got a pension. One of y'all could be paying the rent. One of y'all could be paying for miscellaneous things. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you keep up with the bills. You know? That's how you keep up with the bills. You know what I'm saying? And then you have a son, he go to the military, he come back, he get his pension. Now it's three pensions in the house. Now it's gonna make it easy for him to inherit the house. That's how you gotta do it. Like you gotta think like that. It's a lot of us out here who don't have anything because we didn't work for anything. And it's a lot of us out here who don't have anything because we can't find people to work with who will be responsible enough to carry on. Um, Cause like this right here, like think all these houses that could have been well maintained. All these houses. Great piece, Yako.